Alright, so this plant
Right
spot
here.
is very common. You just line up with this arrow, crouch, line up with this gray thing,
Molly.
just shoot it. It's that easy. Go right there. Or if you want a quicker variant of that, you just come here, stand in this general area, aim like
Right here.
here-ish. There's a lot of
Molly.
leeway on this one. You just shoot it and it goes off the wall. Right there. This one's a lineup for A Nest if you decide to plant in there. So you stand on this lineup, you don't crouch. And then you just aim like to the left of this arrow. Anything like that is fine, and you just aim along here.
Molly.
You just let it go. Should just go straight in there. Molly right there. This one's a lineup for right here.
Right here.
Let's say you have a sage that just walls it off so you can plant for free. You just come here, stand about here, aim in between this thing and this thing under the rope. You go over the rope till about this line. You just shoot. This lineup is for B Default right
here.
there behind the box. So you just line up here, come here. I use this star for reference. Go up and to the left, and shoot. I'll mark where I'm lining up in the video, but it becomes really easy once you know it. Now we'll get all of this. It's a common spot to plant here, so it's really good. A variant I've seen that when you have a free site, it's pretty common to plant over there, so this is a lineup for that. Stand on the bottles, line up where I show,
Molly.
and then you just shoot it. And it should be good for right here, this plant. This lineup's for A Default on Gen. Come in the corner, you look up. This might be scary because it's so close to the wall, but if you stay to the left of where I'm marking, you'll be fine.
Molly.
This molly's for Backsite. This can be a good plant spot sometimes, so you just line up in the same corner, and you see this thing right here. You just aim on the outside of that. You should go straight to Backsite in the corner. This is a molly for Greenbox. I've seen the bomb be planted there sometimes, but it's not too common. So you just line up this, what I'm marking on the screen, at the intersection, and just let it go, and it should land right there.
Right here.
Perfect. Alright, so this one is for
right here.
B Default right behind the box. You just line up where I mark, a little under the corner of the wood, like about there. It should go, and perfectly right there, cover the box. This will line up for B site behind this box. Just line up where I show. This one's really easy, it's at the intersection, at that corner. And it will cover this whole thing. This molly is for right here. Stand on here, you just aim to the right of this thing. Right about there, right in between the wall and that. And you just shoot it. Bounce off the wall and land right there. Let's say it's planted here or here. If it's planted more towards elbow, you just aim to the left of the leaf and shoot it. And there you go. And if it's more towards sight, you just aim up, try to aim here. And just let it go. It should bounce like that and land right there, cover here. Alright, so this one took me a while to figure out. If you're planting here, let's say, around this area, come into this corner, look up and line up what I show on the HUD. I'll land right there. This one's a lineup for right here. I've seen that safe plant sometimes. You just come into that corner, you look up, top of this white, just aim around there. maybe a little to the right. I'll land perfectly there. This is a lineup for B Default.
here.
Very useful. You come into the corner. Above this wire, you aim, like right about here. There's a lineup I'll mark in the video as well.
Molly.
You just shoot it. It'll go through there, off the wall and onto this box, and it will cover default. Alright, so this is a good lineup for the
Right
corner. You come into these barrels, you just aim between this thing and this thing.
Molly.
It's that easy.
Right
Put it
here.
right there, come in the same spot. You have the same location, you just go up and onto the wire.
Molly.
And then if you let it go, it should bounce off that and come right here and cover here. This one is for the plant
Right
here.
here.
So you just come here, come in the corner, just go backwards until you see the corner of this roof. Once you see the corner of this roof, you just aim at it
Molly.
and shoot the molly. So for the second one
Right
about
here.
there, do the same thing, you just back up, but instead of going to this roof, you look at this block. And you basically just look at the top corner of that block, like right there. Shoot it, and it'll land right there. This is a nice lineup for backside
Right here.
behind this box. Come in the corner. You line up the flame with in between this mark and this mark. So right like this, just like that.
Molly.
And you shoot it. This is a lineup for default right
here.
there, short default. Jump on the sandbag, stand in the corner. You look up, you put this icon in the corner,
Molly.
just shoot. I'll land right there. This is a lineup for the long plant
Right
right
here.
there. Jump on the sandbags again, stand in the corner. Line up this icon in this corner. Just let it go. Perfectly right there. This is a lineup for right here on the truck. Come into this corner, you look up, and you just look slightly to the right of this thing.
Molly.
Let's say it's planted in the
Right
corner
here.
of sight rather than on the truck. Come in the same corner, do the same lineup except you just look slightly up, like maybe line up with that corner.
Molly.
Here's a lineup for the
Right
triple
here.
plant. Come up against these boxes, put your crosshair just to the left of this, like in this daylight right here. You can just shoot through that one right there. So this is a good lineup for default
here.
on B. Line yourself up with the middle of the fountain all the way up to it, and you just place the icon along this, but like in between that and that in the middle. It's like this.
Molly.
So this is a lineup for right side of
Right
B
here.
site. You stand right here. You look up and you line this up right with the
Molly.
crosshairs.